Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. I am looking very crazy right now, but I'm getting ready for bed and I'm like, let me do a story time while I get ready for bed, you know? So I'm gonna tell you guys about when I found out I was pregnant, how it happened, and what events led up to it and what events led after, and everything pregnant, you know? So this story is really funny to me because it was really like, what? I was shocked, like shocked. But yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so first things first, what led up to me being pregnant? So I had a boyfriend, we were together for like, I'm gonna say like 4 or 5 years before I got pregnant. And I don't know, we ended up breaking up. I don't know, there's a lot going on, okay? He's a very bad cheater, but we ended up breaking up, and so now I'm like, yeah, I'm back in the streets, blah, blah, blah. I'm back out in these streets. I am ready to like meet new people, F him, blah, blah, blah. So I'm on it. That was my energy. So me and my friends, we were about to go out. I'm in college at the time, so I'm like 19. Me and my friends were going out, and we were drinking, like taking shots and stuff. So things college students do. So in this time, I'm throwing the shots up, like they won't even go down. Like I'm taking them back and then throwing them up, boom. So I'm like, that's weird. That doesn't happen. Like, I don't do that. So that was like a weird thing. And then, so later that week or whatever, me and my friends, I forget why we decided to do this, but we all decided to take a pregnancy test. Like everybody wanted to take a pregnancy test, just on the simple fact that I think we were doing it to support one of our other friends. Like they were taking one, so we're all gonna take one all together. And so everybody's coming out of the bathroom and they're like, negative, negative. I think it was like 4 of us. Negative. I'm the last one. So I come out like, y'all, oh my God. It says positive. So of course we all like, no way. This can't be happening. So it ended up being positive, and at that point I'm like, so yeah. So at that point, I'm like, what am I gonna do? Me and him are not talking. I'm not talking to him. I don't want him. I don't want to be with him anymore. You know what? This was my first thought. You know what? I'm not even gonna tell him. I'm gonna just have a baby and do it myself. Oh well, like I'm independent. I can do that. My friends, my family, everybody was like, you can't do that. You have to tell him. You have to give him a choice. Blah blah blah. So it's y'all fault. Just like, we don't even talk no more, so whatever. Oh my God, I'm like drawing a blank, guys. Okay, so then I had to tell him, I'm sorry, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. So I'm just like, if you don't want to be in the baby's life, you don't want to be in the baby's life, you don't have to. I'm okay. I want the baby though. I don't believe in abortion. Well, I don't want to get an abortion because I do believe in abortions when the circumstances, under different circumstances. But we were 2 kids who thought we loved each other. Well, who loved each other, or well, I loved him, he didn't love me. But 2 kids who loved each other, and we made a baby. So I wanted to keep my baby. I didn't care if he wanted the baby or not. So he's like, you don't think we're too young? I mean, it's up to you. If you want to, then I'm with it. I'll be there, blah, blah, blah. So after I told him and we discussed it, he ended up having to tell his mom. That's a funny story. She actually explained to me what happened that day. And he tried to blame me, like, this NIGGA May is pregnant or got pregnant, something like that. And his mom like, how are you blaming her? It takes 2. or whatever. So that's a different story. And then I had to tell my mom. So I told my mom about going home for the weekend because I was at college at this time, and I had to go home for a weekend to tell her. I walk in there, my best friend meets me in my house. So I walk in and I have the pregnancy test, like a positive one with me. So I'm like, Mom, and I just handed her the test. She's like, whose is this, Jalen's? So I'm like, what? Like, no, she's not pregnant. No, Mom, it's mine. So she's like, you're lying, you're playing. Like, it's not funny, Melissa, stop playing like this. So then I start getting like emotional because I'm like, oh no, she's mad. What am I gonna do? No, she can't be mad at me. I don't want her to be mad at me. So then I'm like, but Mom, I need your help. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm scared. I need help. So she's like, it's up to you. Nobody else can make this choice besides you. You will have to live with whatever choice you did, but you always had the support of all of us, your family. So I ended up just like weighing my options. My biggest thing was I was in school, so I really wanted to finish school. I was the first one out of my family to go to, my close immediate family, to go to college. I really wanted to finish college. I wanted to be, I wanted that degree. So that was my biggest thing. So I started looking up like people pregnant in school, seeing how they went through it, what their opinion was on it, stuff like that. That's my biggest thing. I always research everything. So then I saw people do it, and then the thing that really pushed me was Taraji P. Henson. She has this video floating around talking about how she went to California with just her and her baby, nothing really to her name, and look at her. So that kind of pushed me, and it inspired me like to go ahead and keep going for my dream and keep my baby. So yeah, and then when it was time to tell my dad, I'm not really sure how I told my dad. I think he found out through my mom because I was scared to tell him, because it's like, I don't want nobody to be disappointed in me because I was always the good child. So they thought, it's like, I was always the good child. So after I told my dad did have his own opinion. He was not happy about it. He wasn't like supportive in my opinion, but his opinion was 100% correct because I definitely am now a single mom. So that happened, but yeah, everybody came on the terms and are very supportive now and happy because they love Mason. We love Mason. Like, Mason is Mason, you know? So yeah, after the fact, a lot went down. So then problems started happening and everything like that, and it just was a lot. Sometimes they say babies break up, make people break up, but I feel like babies just show people like, you know, you gotta grow up when you have a baby, and if you're not ready to grow up, you just start doing dumb stuff. Like, so I feel like that was it. But yeah, that's my story. I thought I was about to be in the streets. I ended up pregnant. But yeah. So we thought I was about to be in these streets, ended up pregnant, ended up having a baby, finished school though, so it all worked out in my favor. It just was really crazy how I was the only one who walked out that bathroom pregnant, but whatever, it's cool, yeah. So yeah, that is the story. I don't know, I don't regret it though, like, at all. I don't regret it. I think everything happens for a reason, and yeah, so that is the story of how I found out I was pregnant, what led up to it. I just can't believe that we were broken up. And it's crazy because I'm big on this a sign from God. It was no sign from God, it was the sign from the devil. Just saying. But I'm very big on it's a sign from God. So I thought us breaking up, and then I turned up pregnant, like, oh no, God wants us to be together. I was really dumb, guys. That's not what God wanted. Okay, so that was the story, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll chat soon, loves. Good night.